and some problem happened, so I had to restart my system. So basically, what I was trying to, the purpose of this video is basically is, I'm going through a tough time in terms of figuring out what I want, what I have to do, and what do I feel. What is my purpose of my life? What is the meaning behind my life? So these are the things which is going on in my head for quite a period of time, and it is binding me, and it's like restricting me, and it's making me not being no, it's making me inactive, or it's not letting me do things, or it's not letting me uh, you know do anything, in fact. So yeah, so there has been a disconnection. I feel there has been a disconnection between what my mind thinks and what my feeling is about. I mean, the feelings. So that is the problem. So I'll start from the very beginning about how I have perceived the situation so far. When I came in Team App, right? I was insecure. I was like, okay, these guys are super smart and super emotionally intelligent and smart and all those things, and productive and efficient. My work started, I think people had a good expectation from me. They had some good understanding about me. So my work started with one or two concerns, and people were quite happy with the first one or two cases. Then, uh, with all these negative criticisms which was happening around me, it was taking a toll on me. I didn't know how to handle it. So I think from some point of view, I started believing in it, and it reflected on my work, and I really did bad. I was not able to do my best in some cases, and I have you know given some excuses. I found some excuses why it has happened. So it has continued for quite a period of time, and now I'm in a situation where I'm not being able to think of anything. What do I have to do? What I have to do? What I'm supposed to do? What I am? What is the meaning of my life? These questions is not the first time it is coming in my mind. It was there from quite a period of time, but now, since no, it is almost time for me to go back. Like, I am supposed to leave now because my assignment is coming to an end. Now this question is coming like, what am I supposed to do next? This job is there, and not satisfied with anything currently in my life. just waiting for something to happen, something positive to happen, something that can drastically change my life, somebody to come into my life and tell me how to do things, you know, all those things. It's quite hard, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable right now to express myself. I don't know, with writing and all, it comes very good because maybe when when I'm typing the things, my mind is working more slowly. But when I am speaking out, it's as if the words are not exactly filtered. The words are coming out in from some other. It's as if it's not exactly the words I type in, or it is not exactly the emotions that I feel. It's something else. It's like I'm not feeling, or I'm disconnected. Now, if you see the way I'm talking, right, it seems like I'm in so much of stress. I mean, if you go back few seconds back, I mean, you will see that I'm so much stressed. I'm putting a lot of effort on my mind, and you can see that with my facial expression. I'm not comfortable. You can see that, and you can understand that. It's as if like a demon is inside me. Now, this feeling has been there for quite a period of time. Uh, it's because I do something, then something doesn't go wrong or doesn't go right, and I start to think about it, and I feel that okay, this is not for me. I'm made for something better, something brilliant, and then I'm supposed to come out of the situation and do something else. Uh, that is the thoughts which comes to my mind. If you see, there are thousands of people in this world, and we human beings, we are just lying there. 7 billion of human beings are here, and we're just living, and we live and we die. So that makes me ask this question: like, what is the purpose of my whole life? I love this girl. I used to love her. I love the way she carried herself. She's so composed, calm, and non-reactive, and you know she'll just do the work. I mean, she's so crafty. She's not like any other girl I've seen. So meticulous, in whatever she does. She's so involved in that, and she doesn't have that ego, that is beautiful and all. She doesn't go into that mode at all. I've seen her in office and she's like a worker. She doesn't go into the mode of like, see a single girl, she's attractive and she has to attract the guys. She doesn't go into that mood. She just focused on her work. It's as if like something inside her, you know, is telling that she's supposed to be better at this condition, and she's supposed to forget about everything else. You know, after a few months, I think I started interacting with her. You know, after I got a hint that maybe she's into me. So I started interacting with her. You know, first time I went to her and I asked Manak San's contact number. Yeah. Then she gave me the number, and that's how it started. And I asked her out one day, and I told her how I felt about her. She told that she would be comfortable being friend with me. Then this was not acceptable to me. So I reacted, and I told, "What do you want? Like, what do you feel?" And I was little angry. How come this happened? Like, how come this can happen with me? So, yeah, I've been quite sad. Well, you can see it in my eyes, quite sad, depressed. Nobody would like. Let's go back to that moment and let's open up ourselves. Let's not because you're a feeler. You feel things. I mean, feeling is important for you. And that you have to realize. I mean, that you have to realize, and you have to start managing your feelings. Start trying to understand your feelings, what they're trying to tell, and make them understand that uh, you have to change your approach. Instead of being harsh on them, instead of being always critical, you have to make them feel in turn that when I see myself, this video is being captured, and you can see that I'm trying to do some stuff like I'm trying to pick my eyebrows up because I can see that I look so depressed. I mean, I look so negatively, yeah, I look sad and depressed, and it looks like something is about to come out, like some negative forms of things which is about to come out, like something, which can threaten the other person. It looks a little bit scary. at this point of time. Yeah. It's like, problem happens and emotions arise and you don't know what to do. That's the biggest problem of my life. Not being able to handle the negative emotions. I know that criticism, I'm totally, of criticism. I'm totally, I don't like criticism. I'm totally afraid of criticism. I'm scared of criticism. The only thing is that how do I handle it? The one thought that comes to my mind is I will lose everything. I will lose everything that what I have because at this point of time, if I go for something that I'm putting so much of my time and my money that I've earned into that, and it might not be going to be easy. Nothing is basically. If you see it that way, nothing is going to be easy. But my mind, it tells me that I would lose everything. So let's not take risks. That's what my mind is clearly telling me. Let's not take risks. Now my heart is telling me to go into pleasure, to seek pleasure, to think about a girlfriend, think about a partner, and sensual pleasure. That's what my heart tells me to look for. Pleasure and praise, all those things. Then my mind tells me to go deep and show the world that what you are. You know, think critically. That's what my mind tells me. Think critically and to make them everybody say, oh, this is what I am. Mind is angry. The anger is there in the mind. I mean, I can feel it. It just always pushes me to become angry to show that okay, you are not insecure. You are not small. You are a humongous being, and that's where the problem happens. You know, problem is to find a balance instead of looking for new things. I think that I have to find a balance. See, just now you saw that faith has become so much of. So that is what people see me as. If people see me as that much of negative, then how do you think? Because you are not being able to see yourself, you are not getting a feedback from how do you look. I mean, how angry you look, or how frustrated you look, how negative you look, how depressed you look. So you're not aware of these facts, and so you have to work on that. You have to find a balance in how you appear to people. Uh, you know, because see, you don't have everything in you. You know that you need people to compliment you. You need you cannot you might be having ideas. Sometimes your ideas are half baked and you need another person's idea to make it complete. Then you need people to work on, because you are not that aggressive that you will go and work. And if you become aggressive, again the balance changes and your face becomes so scrawny like this, and you lose touch with the people. That's what happens. You put yourself in a stressful situation, then you become stressed, When people around you become stressed, because you're not being able to manage your stress, if people around you become stressed, then they will say something or you will say something which goes in a negative way, and you know that another problem arises. Okay, so imagine like you are the you oh, sorry, you are here and you there are people around you. You have put yourself in a stressful situation. Now you have put yourself in a stressful situation thinking that okay, you have to do something, you are responsible, and you have to solve this problem, but you're not being able to find clarity because again the problem is emotional. You have emotions and you have your mind telling you something, then clarity of mind is missing, so you are already stressed, and that is problem. Not being able to manage the problem, you're not being able to manage your stress. People around you become stressed by just by looking at you because your face is so much negative because of the negative emotions which is coming into you, because you're so hard on yourself. You have always been so hard on yourself. So So, uh, these people will say something, or maybe you will say something which goes in another way, and the whole problem starts. You have problem in relationships. So, this problem is added to this another problem, and you become pa 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 pa. You become more and more depressed, and you become more and more introspective. You go inside you, and you try to find the answer to the problem which you think that lies somewhere else, but it is not that, because you are the master or you are the architect of your life. You know what you have to do, right? So instead of looking at different field altogether, what I really feel is, if I go as per my feeling, it seems like a managerial position will be good for me as a learning. I will be able to learn and I will be able to understand people. But in a place like TMAP, not in TKM. I really want this. I really want to be in TMAP in Singapore. I need to be positive for that. I need to be, be able to express myself. Let's express myself. Let's not. No, preparing for GR is completely okay. Preparing for NTL seminar is completely okay. You should always have a backup plan. But you should work more towards the fundamental, because you have a problem. You have to admit that you have never been satisfied. You have never been good at relationships. You have never been good at people. You are not good at in managing your emotions and criticism from other people. You don't have a clarity as of now. See, that's the whole point of starting this video, because I'm not being able to have a clarity on what I want, like what am I supposed to do. Uh, you're not talking to people. You're not talking to yourself. You're just writing down. I mean, that is intellectually satisfying, but you are not being in touch with your own emotions. Some people are expressive. I mean, I'm quite expressive. I mean, you see, my eyes goes up and my facial expression changes when I speak. So when I speak positive, right, people will listen. People feel positive about me. That's the whole reason behind why some people got attracted to me. Because I'm expressive and I was positive that time. I was happy at that time. So I was expressing happiness, and people would like to be happy. So there are two things. One is the stress of the work and the stress within me, which or the mind within me, which always tells that okay, uh, there's something is not good, and you have to You have to go ahead and you have to you will find your feet somewhere. Now you have to really think that, okay, are you really that person? Are you really, would you really be able to do good academically? Frankly speaking, I don't feel that way. I know I have an analytical reasoning. I'm analytical. I mean, I can try to understand things, you know, and it's in general. Like, I go deep. That's there. I go deep in what is the problem. I go try to deep you find out the problem. So I need some kind of intellectual stimulation that is there. I really believe in that. When you're ready for something, things will happen. You will feel that, okay, you are ready for something. Right now, I don't feel I'm ready for something because there are so many things which is going in my mind, in my head. I really don't know how to go ahead, how to. The first step that I have to take. See, one step I have already taken is my improving my health. Wonderful, very good job, Pushan. Good job. I really mean that. You have done very good job in managing your health, which had deteriorated so much. You see the photograph of, before and after right now. There's been a huge difference. I mean, you have become bulky. I mean, even if the food, what you're eating is not enough, you have put on. And your facial appearance has improved. You have become more handsome. Yeah. Cha. Doesn't look happy. Oh. I was always like the guy. uh, If you really open the so-called inhibition, if I open my inhibition, then I go back to. That's the problem. If I open my inhibition, I'm letting out not only the positive things, also the negative things. So that's the problem. So I have to really work on the problem part. I really have to do meditation, meditation, meditation. And I just have to stop thinking like about my future. Let's work on one thing at a time. Let's make a schedule. Let's make a what I want to do. When do I have to do something? For example, Chinese course you want to do right, Japanese course you want to do right. Then let's make a schedule and stick to it. That will help. I mean, let's remove everything else from that schedule and let's focus on those things which I'm planning to do this year to improve myself or to go beyond the step. Like for example, GRE, then Japanese course, Chinese course, then driving, then applying for job, then uh, college admissions. Let's make a separate sheet and let's put it on. somewhere. Let's make a calendar. Let's purchase a calendar and let's write something there. So let's make calendar and day wise, and then uh, hmm, let's express. Let's be positive. Let's not break our mind. Let's not break our head. Let's be happy. As you said, life is simple. Some people are not meant to those people are mentally very strong. I am not. So let's stop there because I will come back and I will continue this as a habit because I can feel that okay, I have opened myself a little bit more. You know, if you maybe would have talked about, I mean, if you have talked to me a few hours back, then I would not be able to express myself so much. You know, now the communication in my mind is becoming faster because I've communicated. I'm starting to communicate. Before that, it was all within my head, and it was like so bad and so hard to express. So I will continue this habit, and let's make a blog. Let's make a blog and let's post it. Make it a private. Let's do it.